Oh, what's up, everybody? Next Gen Jerks.
Sup?
We have one of our old Jerkcast buddies with us, Bubba.
Hey, yes.
What's up, guys?
He is in the studio, and today it's going to be all about the new Xbox reveal. I've got so much fun stuff about this thing, it's not funny.
Jake's came 10 times today just thinking about it.
And I don't think Bub's seen this video, so he gets to see what we've already seen.
Are we going to do the video first?
I've just read shit online about it, so.
We might as well.
Okay, because this will
we'll
get us started.
do the video. And
See, for me, though, I'm a PlayStation guy. I could really give two shits less
Get the
about
fuck
it.
out of here.
Hey, this is Next Gen Jerks, not Xbox Jerks.
All right,
Just not my...
You're not
I never
gonna-
liked the controller for the most part.
You're not going to get a whole lot of education out of this video, but it is hilarious.
You obviously don't play first-person shooters.
No. I don't play much video games, period.
Introducing Xbox
Oh, that's
One.
on TV. God, this sucks. Hey, cut it out.
TV and movies, TV. Xbox.
Oh, this is a bullshit clip.
It's funny, dude.
Oh.
It's Price is Right.
Yeah, you can watch TV on your Xbox now.
Watch TV. TV. TV and TV remote. TV experience. TV. Sports TV. TV. Anybody? TV.
Let me turn up my TV.
Go home. TV. Sport, television, TV.
Xbox is about to become the next water cooler. Sports, television. I'm thrilled to announce a live-action Halo television series. Television, TV, sports.
Television, TV. For Call of Duty, entirely new Call of Duty for the next generation. Call of Duty.
One of the fascinating new additions to your squad
It's Call of Duty.
this is someone you care about. Call of Duty. All of the new storyline. Call of Duty.
New dog model is taken from high resolution.
What the fuck?
Service dog. Call of Duty. Xbox, go home.
And there you go. That is the
Yes,
highlights.
that-
That's all you need to know right there.
Jake found the best video. That literally is the new Xbox in a nutshell.
All you need to know.
That's all you need, because that is fucking it. All it is a cable box that plays fucking video games. It's
All
retarded.
right, well, this show's over.
Yeah, we're done. Oh,
I do want to comment on how they've already just taken out a revolver and blown their own fucking toes off because they created a fucking cable box that doesn't have DVR functionality. So their whole goal...
it kind of does. Well, no.
No, it has game recordability, but
Okay,
not
there you go.
DVR functionality. So their idea to replace the existing DVRs that the cable companies send you is not going to happen because no one's giving up their DVR for this fucking thing.
That's true. I didn't
mean,
know if you could still have it run into your DVR and then out the DVR into
But you
the
still
Xbox.
have to... No, you'd have to switch over.
I thought maybe you could just leave them both plugged in.
Yeah, and then switch. But the whole idea behind the new Xbox is so you don't have to switch everything to run through.
Yeah, that's true.
Runs through the Xbox, except for your DVR. And they couldn't do it because illegal or some bullshit. So it's like
How's
strike
it,
one right there.
How's it illegal? Everyone puts DVRs into shit after.
Yeah, companies who don't give a fuck. It's like they don't want to. They'll spend the rest of their natural fucking existence in court battles with fucking like all these companies while they continue to make money selling these boxes.
Yeah, but Microsoft makes enough money. Why don't they just buy out fucking TiVo or something?
Yeah, that would be something.
I don't know.
That would make.
They should have put
perfect sense.
TiVo functionality into it. I don't know. They could have come up with their own thing, but they didn't. So fuck them.
Then there'd be some sort of flaw where your Xbox always thinks you're gay and like keeps downloading Pokemon games or something.
Yeah, TiVo. I don't think anybody even likes.
Why
anyway.
does it keep playing the Hello Kitty cartoon?
Well, it practically does that now. When they're talking about the trending and shit, and like now you can see what everyone else is watching. Like I give a fuck what anybody else is watching.
And technically, that's already on Xbox 360. It's on your homepage.
Yeah.
It tells you everything that's big and popular.
I seen a thing online. They were talking about the Connect thing that is part of it never shuts off. So and you're always online. You're always like logged in online, even if your TV isn't on. So it's theoretically possible that you could just be in your living room masturbating, and everybody like on your friends' network on Xbox can see it because the Kinect is recording it all.
Did you see
and
that?
You don't realize it because your TV's off.
Did you see that on crack.com?
I don't know.
I read a big old
Well,
thing on it.
it doesn't surprise me. You'd be fucking like watching something or playing a game, and all of a sudden Skype call comes through and like bothers. Skype's interesting and all, but just being bothered in the middle of a fucking like game or whatever, like having that fucking Skype thing come up, it's like ugh! I have to constantly stop it. I like Skype, but I hate it at the same time because it is like a huge interruption, and with it tied into Xbox, it makes it so much easier for everyone to just Skype each other for no fucking reason.
Well, that's why, because they want to make everything easier on Xbox. My thing is, like Bub was talking about, like, what if everyone's yelling in the front room and the Xbox don't know which one to listen to? One person says game, next person says TV, then there's a fucking fist fight.
Everyone with small children is going to hate it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The existing Kinect sucks anyway because it's like, I proved that point.
My Kinect doesn't even do voice commands anymore. I don't know what happened to it, but it just quit listening.
You may have shut it off.
No, it's still plugged in and everything. It still works, but his voice command's never been...
Well, I'm sure in
You can
the
disable
option
voice
setting,
command, though.
Maybe that's what I did then. Didn't know it.
No, you know, like I did it one day. I pulled up one of my old drinking beer episodes on YouTube through my Xbox, start playing it, and then watch it take over Kinect because it's hearing my voice out of the fucking TV, and then all of a sudden I'll say something, then it'll just start rewinding the video for no fucking
Doesn't
reason.
know what to do.
And I'm like, what? And now play it again. Like, all right, I'll get to that spot again. Just start rewinding. Like, what the fuck? And I realize it's because it's hearing me on the video say. I'm not saying rewind. I'm just saying something, but it interpreted it as rewind. Yeah. I did it on another video, and it just kept stopping the video, going back to the fucking main YouTube page. It's like it's the same shit all over. It can't. It's not like a dog where it can differentiate a recorded version of your voice and your voice. It's like it's all the same to Xbox. But yeah,
so you're not going to want to buy it for like at least a year until after all the bugs and everything else have worked out.
No, you just don't want to buy it because Kinect has been out for fucking 2 years now.
Well, I'm not just talking about Kinects. I'm talking about the whole Xbox One.
But that's my point. Like, Kinect's been out for 2 years. They haven't done a damn thing to correct that. How bad that fucking thing is.
Well, I think because they know the sensor itself is fucked up. That's why they scrapped it and spent all their time on the new Kinect with the new Xbox.
And that's that wishful thinking again. Well, let's discuss this fucking
How much is this atrocity going to cost? Like $3,000?
Nobody knows.
I'm
yet.
guessing $600 probably.
I'm
least.
with Kinect.
And Jake will be waiting in line overnight to buy one.
No.
With Kinect thrown in, I'd throw in 5. I'd go 5.
You think 5?
I figured you're already saving up for it now.
No, I got too much other shit to pay for it.
But
it'd take like $10 a check by the time it comes out. You'll have it.
We didn't. I thought we were going to show the actual like introduction video of the X. I didn't know you were showing a joke thing, but
it was That's why I was going to leave it till the end.
But it's a fucking. It's just a giant box. It's like a.
It is.
It's as big as I think it's bigger than the original PS3. It's right there. You can see it next to a controller. It's like It's as big as an old VCR.
It's probably about as big as your receiver there, just not as tall.
Yeah. I mean, it's stupid. I mean, you compare it to that. I mean, put the controller next to this in the same kind of thing.
The controller's about half the size of that Xbox.
Yeah. That it's like minuscule compared to the fucking thing. And I don't know how they're going to get. I don't know. The only good thing that came out of that I heard was existing Xbox Live people will be able to port their gamer tags over and everything to the new system. So
that's of all the things they could do, that's like the one thing I'm least worried about.
That's the thing I was the most worried about.
Why?
Because that means all the content that I purchased carries over to the new system.
No, not the content, just your gamer score and your profile. All the content, well, maybe the videos and stuff you bought.
Yeah.
But the games and stuff you bought, it's not going to carry over because it doesn't play the old games.
It doesn't play the old game discs. They haven't said anything about the on-demand content.
I don't know. I think it just said any games from the old systems
it's a
at
PC.
all.
It can play. It can do anything.
Speaking of,
you do realize that doesn't even work. It's just like an empty box with a light in the front of it.
Well, yeah. Oh, and I was watching people like actually live
secret
commenting.
is like we haven't even actually
the
got one
video.
of these things to work yet.
Somebody was commenting on how fast it is because the part of it's like it switches between TV and everything really fast.
it did on that.
I'm like, are you people aware of the fact?
It's a videotape on it.
Yeah, it's like, are you aware of the fact that there's probably somebody back there running a switcher that's fucking like
Yeah, it's not. That's like
They're
I
not-
said. That's just a
yeah.
metal box with a light in it.
I doubt they're really showing you what it's doing.
Well-
they're showing you what they hope it does. When
Then they
release
practice
it.
that really well because I'm surprised. Like TV, no, that's the game. Shit.
Well, not just that, but like the freaking intro fucking commercial or whatever thing you want to call it. It's not going to make you want to buy it if you have to sit there for 45 seconds or 3 minutes or whatever while you're
You
waiting
mean
for
like
it to load.
Xbox 360?
Yeah.
They don't want like everybody in the crowd sitting there staring at it loading.
Well,
Like
like
Xbox, go to YouTube.
They
I'll
did-
go make a sandwich and be back
Yeah.
in time for it to load.
I did see that. Like all the updates for everything go automatically
Yeah,
even while you have it
yeah.
shut off, so you don't have to do that thing where you start a game and then wait for it to update.
The
For,
interesting thing they were talking about that they didn't really, which they really need to fucking have bright, shiny, flashing lights to just emphasize it, is like, you know, Call of Duty and multiplayer games like
Call of
that,
Duty.
it's going to do matchmaking and lobby selection while you're in the game.
Actually, that's what
Like,
that paragraph is right there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Where
Yeah, they discussed that. I'm like, that's fucking great. That'd be like, you know, you get done with a match and then boom, you're in the next match.
Right.
You
Well,
know,
you can.
know, fucking waiting for 60 minutes for fucking, well, not 60 minutes, but
And according to that, there, like it'll even do it while you're not playing the game. Like you can be doing something else. Say like Sid Haig's Revolution. Not many people play that, but you can set up the parameters in it, and if somebody does pop on and want to play that, it'll send you a notification if you're not even playing that game. So, you know, then you guys can hook up and set a time so you can play some Revolution. And
Wait a minute, don't they already do that?
no. No. You have to be in the game, waiting in the lobby for someone else to join. They don't do that. This is a thing where you can set it up beforehand.
Oh.
Save your settings, back out of the game, go do whatever you want, and then whenever somebody else gets in there, puts their settings in there, it's almost like Match.com. But for gaming instead of dating.
Well, I mean, it's just like if you're in the game and it sends you a notification like Bloodshine's now playing this game. It's basically just like doing that, but you're not in the game.
Right.
that
Well,
you're
now
starting.
it does that thing where you just put on there you want people to play a certain game. This is you want people to play a certain match in a certain setting and all this crazy stuff.
Oh,
And they've,
I don't need all that.
well, I mean, if it's like just like I said, if it's for a game that not a lot of people play, but you do want to play multiplayer on it, it'd be good for something like that.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
nobody ever plays Sid Haig's Revolution, Civilization Revolution.
I'd have to say I was not impressed with the games they showed, or the
one game they showed, you
skeletal-
mean?
Yeah, the
Oh,
bullshit.
you're talking about the fighting games and the UFC and shit, yeah.
Well, no, I'm talking about Call of Duty. Well,
Call of Duty.
Forza, the fucking
Call of Duty.
their sports titles.
Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
Well, yeah, it didn't. I mean, they're like, here's you know, Modern Warfare 3. Like, here's what we
Oh.
did there. Here's what the new game's like.
Let's
it looks pretty much the same. There's a little bit more shadows. Like maybe there's
Well,
some dust flying
The
by.
characters
like,
looked a lot worse, but they're comparing it to a
That's-
game that's 3 years old
But that's
against the brand new console.
But that's it. I mean, that's like, here's the old characters. Look at the hell, you know. No, it's like here's the new characters.
yeah, it's like comparing your tricycle when you were a kid to your new 10-speed is what it was.
and
There-
going
there's
back,
no chance.
they're
Of,
comparing a game that currently exists to, you know, development models that they've created in a
Video.
PC that's going to represent people in a game that doesn't
a-
yet exist.
3-minute screenshot
Just like-
made by Pixar.
Just like being able to judge.
This,
you
this
know,
isn't the real game. It's like whenever you watch a TV commercial for a game on TV, they don't show you the actual fucking game. They show you those fucking clips from where you're like, you run down the hallway and then all of a sudden you stop and you got to wait for your dude to do all this shit.
Right.
And it looks just like a fucking movie, and then you go back and you're
That's what I've been saying.
What's
Like,
in the
it's
whole
all
game?
pre-rendered fucking bullshit that every console since the original PS1 could do.
hell, on TV now, they just do live action trailers, so they don't even have to worry about the
Well,
pre-rendered
yeah, but
stuff.
like he said, I remember on PlayStation 1, like you get Road Rash, like half of it was like actual fucking film footage.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I do remember that.
Like except for the actual race, like everything else was like actual people talking.
And then the rest of it was blocky trees coming in.
Yeah.
your face.
Like the only difference now is like they're doing a better job of integrating the game into the pre-rendered stuff, so it gets harder to tell what's the pre-rendered video stuff and what's not. Because back in the PS1 days, you could really tell, like when it made that shift, like here's the video and now's the gameplay. Like
Yep.
it's everything degraded. Like Tomb Raider was really bad with that, and Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah.
All those original titles are just like, ugh.
Yeah, I always got a kick out of like when you play Resident Evil or Tomb Raider, and a person would be like playing and be like, didn't know what was going on. They'd be like, why can I not do anything? Why is she just running like you didn't notice like how the like the camera zooms out and everything gets real smooth all of a sudden. Like what the fuck did you just think happened? All of a sudden the computer took
Voice
over.
acting got really bad.
Yeah.
Now, I did notice something about the Call of Duty thing that they said. The new multiplayer system is supposed to have these dynamic maps where, like, literally you can do something and change the whole goddamn map. You can bust a wall and like a dam and half the town will flood, and you can trap your enemies back there or just cut off the map.
Yeah.
Like, you can set up a building to fall down in the middle. They've done this a few times in racing games, but they've never been able to pull it off in a shooter. That's like the only positive thing I seen from that whole thing was I want to be able to flood a town during a death match. That would be awesome.
Then you get flood switch spammers who just all crowd around the area where they fucking like do that shit.
It's
wait
a
for
race
your
to
team
kill
to run
each
up.
other.
Yep. The community will exploit and kill that whole creative outlet of dynamic maps. Fuck that. Call of Duty community. I just want to change the name of the game to Dogs, though.
Dogs?
Yes, because they put so much emphasis on the dogs. It's not even funny.
Now the dog is a teammate. You saw
Yeah.
that up there. Yeah, he's not just some random thing you
It's like, we made the dog.
let charge of people.
You know, you're dealing with a dumbass, who's writing a screenplay when it's like, we need to evoke emotion. I got one word for you. Dog.
German Shepherd.
And
Everyone
then
loves
we
a
kill
German
the
Shepherd.
dog in the story. Everyone cries. It's like 50 million Japanese scripts for like RPGs that never fucking got made because we've done the dog thing to death.
Oh, come on. You know you love dog meat in Fallout 3.
No. I don't think I ever got the dog.
Really? That was like one of the easiest things to get. He's just hanging out in the junkyard.
Yeah, I know. You can get him, but what's the point? He dies. He'll attack something and die, and then,
He will die, but he was a pretty tough dog. Unless you're in the middle of like a rocket launcher fight, he'll pretty much withstand a lot of punishment.
Yeah, well, I liked my dog in Skyrim.
Fuck that dog. That dog was... Okay, this dog was possessed by a demon.
We started out talking about Call of Duty, now we're talking about
And
Skyrim.
speaks, can speak to you like a human. But when he's not being his demon self, he acts like a real dog. He like humps your leg, pushes you off ledges and shit. He's the most annoying fucking character in a game ever.
But all the enemies focus their attacks on him, and he's a demon dog, so he's impervious to damage.
Yeah, he's invincible. Who gives a shit? He also humps your leg.
He's like a walking enemy magnet.
That dog was horrible.
But Call of Duty Dogs, I'm sorry,
Call of Duty Dogs.
It's clearly evident that the whole story is going to be revolved around your interactions with this dog character.
Right.
Because every goddamn scene, it's like they cut away to something, somebody swimming, then be guy petting a dog. Like, God damn it! Like, go to something else, dog. They come back, like, here's the dogs from Modern Warfare 3. Like, again with the dogs. The fucking dogs, just nothing but dogs.
Obviously, these guys didn't have a dog as a kid.
Yeah, you saw the digital dog with the antennas sticking out.
Oh,
the
yeah,
fucking
he had the
back
motion
and
capture suit
crazy
on.
clothing on.
Yeah.
Which that was my fucking part when I was watching that. It's like here's our dogs. Like, our dogs wear clothes. The old dogs are just regular dogs. We dressed our dogs up real nice. But the dog thing was only impressive to me when I first saw it. I was like, please, for the love of God, tell me you can play as the dog in fucking multiplayer. I will buy the system. I'll buy the game. I'll
Just
do
to play as
anything
the
you
dog.
want.
I just want to run around and bite people in
Yep,
the nuts.
I want to play as the dog in multiplayer because that would be fucking hilarious.
That would be kind of neat if you could get everyone to pick the dog and
But
have
you-
a full-on dog
yeah.
death match.
But you know what the problem is? And I know what they're going to do because I know how stupid these companies are. It's going to be a fucking kill streak where you control the dog. I guarantee.
like the race car thing or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it's going to be. That's what that antenna is.
God, that would suck.
Yes. It's going to be just like that RC car in Black Ops 2, only it's going to be a fucking dog.
That's funny shit. I got the dog perk. Yay.
So what else can we talk about, with this system and how bad it sucks?
Well, let's see here. You click on the rumor versus reality thing. That had the most information in it. Stuff we're probably forgetting. I think it said somewhere. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, we already know the name of it. The reality of the always online. Maybe gamers were jumping in conclusions, scared off by the negative resistance. Either way, Xbox One does not require a constant internet connection to perform basic functions. Instead, designers are able to use cloud computing to what does that say? I can't fucking... Man,
Cloud computing on connected consoles, but
There you go.
Microsoft isn't mandating it.
Oh, okay.
And that says update or not. They've confirmed that. They came out and said that that's not going to be in the game. Or in the system. How old is this?
Just
May
this week.
21st.
Yeah.
That's weird. Because they already they had a leaked message to Xbox employees saying that wasn't part of the deal.
First,
It's
everyone was
on-
worried about it.
Always
Yeah.
online. I mean, that was like 4 or 5 days before the announcement, though, that memo got leaked.
Oh, and the used games thing. This is a big deal too.
Now, I'm kind of fuzzy on this. I haven't been following it long to figure this out.
All right. To some degree, gamers' fears came true. Xbox One will play used games, but Microsoft initially claimed that it would require a fee after the original owner.
What?
This would make borrowing and buying much less cost-effective. Microsoft then backed off on that assertion, saying that they have a plan and that the team is designing Xbox One to enable customers to trade in and resell games. Now, somebody else told me, and this is just a rumor, but like if it's still a brand new game and still, only been out for a few weeks and you loan it to your buddy, when they put it in to download it to their Xbox, because every game has to be downloaded, you might have to pay the $60 all over again, even though you're using the other person's disc. So there's no loaning games to anybody anymore. In fact, there's no use for discs anymore whatsoever if they do it like this. You might as well just buy it on demand. Because you're not going to get any money out of it because the resale is going to be shit because they're not going to be able to move them.
But why would anybody buy this system when they can just buy a PC, buy the PC versions of the games, install them on whatever console or computer they want,
Right.
and be free of all this crap?
But that's just it. There's no resale on PC games either.
Sure,
What-
there is.
You can't turn
They can't force you to only install it to one computer. What if your fucking computer
thought
crashed
they have,
the day after you installed it?
I thought they had like license codes and shit for them.
I don't know. Maybe they do. It's been a long time since I played a PC game. So
Yeah,
don't
I'm
quote
pretty
me
sure
on
that they've got it to where you can't loan PC games to other people and let them download them.
Well, they've got online registration where it'll try to register when you install it.
Right.
I mean, Windows is avid about fucking online protection. Like their new OSs, when you install it, you can install it, have the serial code off the disk, and type that in, whatever. But
Right.
it won't function until you get online and go through all that shit, and then they read data from your computer and then ship you back a specific key.
Right.
And it's called an activation key, actually.
But
And-
no one else will be able to use this after you.
But if they read your computer and see it's a copy that's already been registered, then you have to have that activation key.
Okay.
If you don't have that activation key, then you can't. The
Yeah, but
operating
can't
system
you
doesn't
go and
work.
get that fucking what is it? Like if you go and pirate a fucking copy of fucking Windows or
If somebody cracked it, because all it basically
Pro
does
Tools
is
or whatever,
it sends,
it'll fucking go through all the sequences to make a key
Yeah.
or whatever.
all it does is their servers pull your computer, some code or number or whatever off your computer, intermix it with some code from their system, and spits out a number, that's based off a generator. If you know the sequence in which it's generated, the numbers that they're using, and how the numbers from your computer apply, you could create your own code generator. And
So
lot
if
of
you're a
people do
master
that.
hacker, you could pull this off.
Oh yeah, but there's all these
plenty of people who do it.
Yeah.
people who sit around doing nothing but that.
But see, that's the beauty of PC gaming, because there's always people out there who do that shit. So yeah, they've implemented these systems, for PC gamers, but PC gamers can defeat it. The Xbox gamers can't,
Right.
because they're tied to the claws of Microsoft to control everything. Now that they're developing their own hardware too, they have the complete and total lock.
Right.
Unless you fucking do what the kids call today jailbreak, and jailbreak your Xbox and then do whatever you want with it. Then treat it like an actual computer,
Okay.
which it technically is. But other than that, you got to play by their rules, and that's what you get. But my point is, it's so close to a PC now. Why not just buy a PC?
It's true.
I was talking to my buddy at work about this. I'm like, the only reason I have an Xbox 360 at this point is because a friend of mine named Chad Payne told me to buy one. He has long since sold his and has never bought another one. And there's no point in me, outside of you, there's no other point in me fucking owning one. So if I could just convince you to buy a decent PC, I wouldn't even have to worry about this shit. And if the thing's going to cost $500-$600, I don't see why you don't just buy a PC.
Well, I've got one now.
I mean, a decent one.
Well,
one
yeah,
that
mine's
plays
pretty
games.
cheap, yeah.
I mean, you can get a gaming PC for, I don't know, $900.
Yeah.
But still, it's an investment. It'll last you forever. Well, not forever, but
Yeah.
it'll last you longer than a fucking Xbox would.
No, you hope. All right, what else we got up here? Blu-ray. Blu-ray is in on the Xbox One.
Yes, it is.
They gave up on that whole HD DVD thing. Finally.
So did everyone.
It's like the
Yeah.
beta of DVDs.
They know they lost that war.
But I don't know. I still, for the life of me, do not understand why they put a Blu-ray player in it outside of just plain Blu-rays. But Blu-ray's on its way out too.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, Jesus.
On
Yes, it
demand.
is.
I told
Well,
everyone
yeah, the
this several
on-demand
years
thing.
ago. On demand is taking over everything.
And that was one thing they said about Blu-ray, and then the 500 gig hard drive. That sounds huge, but you can fit 50 gigs of information on a Blu-ray disc. So if they start making these games really massively huge, it's going to fill your hard drive up pretty quick.
But that's my point. That kind of gets away from the whole, all the games have to be installed before you can play them. Not with a 500 gigabyte hard drive, they're not. There's no fucking way.
That's
And
it.
then what are they going to do? Put a fucking 2-3 terabyte? I mean, those are big even by computer standards.
Right.
And they cost a lot of money. So they're not going to throw it in this, for sure.
Let's see here. We already talked
The new
about the
Kinect.
Kinect to death. We already talked about that.
Yeah, but what's the rumor? The new Kinect, the latest.
The rumor was that it was going to be in there, and now we know it's important to Microsoft, but we didn't know how much.
Yeah,
Not only
it's-
does the Xbox One come packaged with it, but it repeatedly does not function without the device plugged in.
Wow.
So you might have to plug it in and put a towel over it if you're sick of everything going wrong with the damn thing. It will not work if the Kinect's not plugged in. It is vital.
Game installation.
Yeah, there we go. Installing your
They
games
really
on
want
the
to watch the
Xbox.
Max Space.
Isn't optional, it's required. That's bullshit.
It's required. Now, you buy a disc, you put it in the thing, you download it to your Xbox, and then that disc is completely useless. That you'll never do another thing with that disc.
Now, see, this is bullshit.
What do you mean it's bullshit? As in you don't think it's true, or that it's you just don't agree with it?
No, that I don't. I don't think it's true. Who
That's-
is confirming this?
The Xbox confirmed it at the thing.
Confirms mandatory game installation. Talks always on as a plan for you.
Yeah. They already said. They said it at the big convention that every game you buy, you'll have to install to the hard drive. Because they wanted to make it quicker to jump to it, just like they do everything else. That's how it's so easy to jump to game, and it's already in session right where you left off.
I understand that to make that functionality, but that they still have to give you the option.
No, they don't. And they didn't.
They have to.
No, they don't.
Yes, dude, that's 10 games. That's not even 10 games because the 500 gigabyte hard drive is only going to be about 430, 440.
Yeah, but every game's not going to be 50 gig. Most games now are only like 6 gig.
That's because they're on DVD.
Right.
The max you can go on DVD is 8.
Right.
So they're pretty much going 3/4 of the way on that. So even if it's half of that, 25 gigs, then what's that? That's 20 games. I've got more than that on my fucking Xbox hard drive now.
Right.
I
I don't know what to tell you, man. You're going to have to delete a couple once you start wanting to buy more. That's how it's going to have to work. You're going to play the shit out
that
of
is
them.
going to be something that's going to change. I can guarantee fucking.
Nah, I don't know, man. They've built it. This is the way they want it.
Otherwise, they are literally just.
Because if they don't do it this way, then that whole thing was switching from TV to games. If it's running off
Well,
a disc, you're going to have to restart the disc. It's not going to just keep spinning all the time.
Yeah, but and I'm glad that one engineer who said, no, we've got to force people to make this work because that was my dream. That his desire to make this work is more important than the consumer's desire to not have to do this.
Right. But it's just...
And trust me, the consumer's going to win out in the end.
I don't know, man. That they've built it for it to run this way.
If they are honestly stupid enough to think that they're going to force people to restrict themselves to this kind of fucking way of doing things,
Right.
no one's going to buy this fucking thing. It's going to be the biggest turd and flop on the fucking... Everyone's going to either go PS4 or just PC.
Well, we don't know for sure. If
I'll call it if that's true and that's what they're going to do. I'm calling it right now.
Oh, that is true.
Biggest failure in the history of time. Well, no, maybe not the biggest failure in history of time, but the biggest gaming failure in the next gen universe will be the Xbox.
Worse than the TurboGrafx.
Yes,
And
that
then-
TurboGrafx did okay.
He has a strange love for old consoles.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh,
Unless it's the Jaguar or the Lynx or the
I had one
Game
when
Gear.
I lived at Canalsa's trailer. We played the shit out of that.
Yeah,
That Bonk and Slaughterhouse and
Slaughterhouse was awesome.
All right, this last one.
Cable box interaction.
Yeah, Xbox is not a cable box,
TV,
but Microsoft wants to work closely
television.
with shut up, damn it, content providers to order to make the console a one-stop shop for a variety of media.
TV.
See, that's the other thing, though, and they have to say that it's not a cable box because it's not.
No.
Because it only works for Verizon and Comcast, and if you have anything else, you're shit out
my
of
Dish
luck.
Network ain't gonna roll through.
Oh no!
Yeah, I didn't think so. I was kind of wondering about that.
Or Cast Cable.
Or Cast Cable or Mediacom or any of the other smaller companies. I mean, I should be able to do that now. Mediacom's a fairly big company. Nope. It's either Comcast or Verizon or you're shit out of luck.
I didn't know that at all.
Yep. That's why they can't classify it as a fucking cable box.
Well, that's fine. Like you said
and
before.
that guide and all that shit, nope. That'll be non-functional. I mean, unless you've got Comcast or Verizon.
Right.
And only Verizon Fios.
Well, that's fine because that just takes one thing away from us having to yell at the TV and then getting in fights over it.
But that's my point. It's like, why even put it in if it's so universally stupid? Like, well, we're only catering to New York, Chicago, Los Angeles. Like,
maybe that'll be Microsoft's next big move. Is just becoming its own cable company.
what, to be the elitist console? We only cater to hipsters who live in a metropolitan area who don't play games anyway and probably don't own TVs, let alone watch cable TV, because we didn't really think this through.
Yeah, that was one
Yeah,
thing.
they could have used all the space for the cable box shit for more games.
Yeah, it wouldn't have to be 400 pounds.
They could have put a fucking multi-hard drive RAID in there if you got to install everything. Because there's no fucking way. And here's their thought process, I guarantee it. Well, people only play games for about 6 months to a year. So they'll install it, they'll play it, they'll beat it, they won't want to play it anymore, and then they'll just override it or delete it to make room for the new games.
Right.
Now, let's reflect back on going back to play an old game where it was just as easy as just pop the disc in, play it. Now you have to wait around for an hour for it to fucking download the game into the... And it doesn't make you want to replay an old game, knowing you have to go through that unless it's installed in your hard drive. But you can't leave it installed in your hard drive unless you're only going to buy 10 games for the rest of the fucking time you own the console. They're retarded. They're retarded.
All right, the specs.
Maybe they do something like make a place online where it's like a dump thing,
like a cloud, basically.
Yeah, like where you just
you couldn't
still have
stream it
access
fast
to
enough. There's not. It's just we're not there yet as a world to be able to stream a full game to someone's console.
I put this up here.
I'm
I'm not sure if it's important or not, but
Oh, the tech shit.
yeah.
Well, see, they've already fucked up. They got Jaguar in it. That fucking killed
That's in the
Atari.
PlayStation. Not.
I know.
Oh, now they're 1 point down on PlayStation for John. Jaguar. But yeah, other than that, it's just your usual stuff. Everything's pretty much even on it, really.
Capacity to be announced on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, that was one thing. I saw another one of these, and there was a lot of to be announced for PlayStation. That was what everyone was making fun about. PlayStation talked about the games. Xbox talked about console.
And this shit, USB 3.0, you might as well just fucking be like, okay, whatever. Because they don't give you the ability to actually access it and use it for what it's supposed to be used for, which is a universal serial bus. It's built right into the fucking name. But Microsoft decides, no, we're just going to limit what it can do. We're only going to specify, like, our products plug into it. No, it's supposed to be universal that anything you plug into it can interface with what you plug it into. They might as well change it to MSB, because that's what it is. It's Microsoft Serial Bus, not Universal.
Oh, speaking of that, the other thing that bugged me about the big show they put on was watching that guy you control the Xbox with his Windows phone was like, what if you don't have a Windows phone? You got the controller still do all the shit that you're doing, or you got
you download Smart Glass.
Onto what?
Your smartphone.
Does it work on anything else besides a Windows phone?
I downloaded it to my old lady's phone.
All right, never mind then.
You don't know about Smart Glass?
I know about Smart Glass, but I thought it only worked on Windows.
No, it's just an app that you download to your phone, and then you can horribly control your Xbox from your phone. Now, I think it's better suited for tablets, but literally, they should have called it remote control, because that's all it is. It's not like Smart Glass. It's a remote. It basically turns your phone or tablet into a fucking remote
I seen
control
somewhere
for your game system.
there was a football game out there that you could actually make plays out on the Smart Glass and shit like that. So it's not completely remote.
So one sports title uses it for something else.
That's completely.
That's worth burning out your entire battery on your phone for.
I'm sorry, man, but I've never ever been that dedicated to a game.
Some people are. Some
That
people
I-
feel like
that
they
I
have to be
need
coaches
to-
from their couch.
This remote control ain't good enough. I have to be able to also pull out my phone and
yell at the TV and do wave controls and shit.
Now, my buddy at work was like,
I guess if
he
I'm
did-
playing with pain and he throws the controller against
Yeah.
the wall and breaks it, then I'm like, just break out your phone.
my buddy did make a strong point for that, though. It's like, well, if you want to send somebody a message, or whatever, it's a hell of a lot easier doing it on your phone than it is like using the controller to fucking
type
seek
it
all
out.
that shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
but
that's
why
easier,
Why
but
don't you just text?
Yeah, I could just
Yeah.
text the guy the same
like
message.
if I got my phone in my hand already, like
I'm not gonna have to wait for Smart Glass to load.
I guess the idea is that if you're talking to a stranger, which they're still pushing that whole like playing with strangers, like nobody plays with strangers anymore. You talk shit to strangers. You don't fucking like organize meetings to play
Right.
with games with strangers.
I don't like strangers.
Yeah, fuck strangers, assholes. They're the ones killing the internet. What's this? Video out, HDMI, 4K video playback, but not gameplay. Yeah, well, fucking ridiculous. What's the HDMI input for? They haven't really specified what. It's probably
TV?
just one of those ports that'll.
TV.
From what?
TV.
Unless
you
it's,
can watch
unless
it in-
it's going to capture video.
Well, it's supposed to do that because
a lot of people use HDMI cables to go from their cable box to their TV, so you can watch it.
Yeah, but that goes
I
from the
did.
cable box to the TV. Why would you need an input?
Well, I have my PlayStation 3 hooked up with an HDMI to my TV.
He's talking about going into,
into the
PlayStation
Xbox.
with the HDMI.
From what?
That's what I'm
Exactly.
asking. Like,
Oh.
what's going in? What's going
Maybe
in the
that's
Xbox? that
that's
needs
got to be the
HDMI?
cable box. The cable box pushes the HD into the Xbox, and then the Xbox pushes the HD into your TV. And the fucking
What? But that's stupid. Why would you do that?
that's because so you can watch HD television through your Xbox.
That's the dumbest fucking reason to do.
That's exactly the point of the whole
That's
TV.
where you have to do the air quotes. Technically, you can watch TV through your Xbox
TV.
because we're technically routing the output of your cable box through the Xbox.
It's like the old days when you had to have a VCR for nothing other than to plug your PlayStation into to get it to your TV because your TV was so goddamn old it didn't have the little RCA plugins.
This is the new millennium, and every fucking TV has HDMI ports. They not only have one, they've got like 4.
That's
so
true.
you don't need to run your cable box into your Xbox, especially when you have to switch it over and then grab your cable box remote and fucking do everything with that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Whatever.
It's the only thing I can think of.
You know what I think this is? This is a secret ploy to help, people who do video game casts.
It could be.
And they're using HDMI, because people want to hook their cameras up, and they have their whole shows, and they want to make their little fucking Xbox now this fucking podcasting center for these game video people.
Right.
You mean
Well,
you?
Yeah, we gotta do that.
no, I already spent fucking lots of money to do it outside of Xbox. Thank you very much.
I found a much more complicated way to do it to call it.
I already bought the Xbox One and the program that I'm using to do this. But let's see, communications, 101 megabit Ethernet, standard Ethernet, 3 times 802.111, blah blah blah. Wi-Fi. Wait a minute.
Additional output.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
What? I want to look that up.
What are you talking about?
What fucking crazy fucking vendetta Microsoft has against Bluetooth? I gotta find this out.
It
I
doesn't
have got to
Bluetooth?
find out. Yeah, you notice out of the specs who's got Bluetooth and who doesn't. It's
Oh,
always the
okay.
PlayStation. What is it that Microsoft hates about Bluetooth? I do
don't
not
know.
There is so much shit. Here's what bugs me about that. And you're probably going to laugh because I just talked about doing game videos.
Right.
I want to do a video commenting on Call of Duty, which I've been doing, but I wanted to be able to talk to people and hear their voices and record all that. Well, if Xbox had Bluetooth, I could get this fucking thing to work that's already feeding into my mixer. And I could just do that through the controller or the system or whatever. But no, instead I have to buy stupid bullshit like this and try to plug that into my controller and then hook this up somehow, and it never fucking works.
I'll say, yeah, we tried that last time and it didn't work out.
Yeah, and it's... If they would have done Bluetooth, boom, I got a Bluetooth receiver that can feed into that. The Bluetooth is another universal device that they can't control or fucking harness. Or fuck them. I want to go PlayStation. I want to go back to PlayStation so bad just because of Microsoft's annoying bullshit that they keep pulling. And I swear to God, it just keeps getting worse. This announcement's been worse. The more we're talking about it, the worse it's getting for me.
Have they done a commercial thing?
All right,
like
don't
that
go to
for
the second one because it's the
PlayStation
same thing.
4?
No. Huh?
Have they done a thing like that for PlayStation 4 yet?
Not yet. I think
They did kind of, but all they did was talk about games. They
Yeah.
didn't say anything about the console and how it worked.
But the big PS4 announcement's coming up in a
Well,
week or two.
the big E3 one is
the
coming up.
E3's
That's what it is.
Yeah, E3's...
What's he? Oh, is that the new Nintendo?
No, E3 is the big entertainment expo kind of thing. Where they
The Electronics Entertainment Expo.
There you go.
It's the annual thing that took over CES as far as gaming goes.
Yeah, they go and they
That's
show
where they
off
make
all
all
the
their big
games
announcements.
and all the big announcements. Everything is
That's
gonna
when
happen.
they'll actually show multiplayer gameplay of Call of Duty dogs, and they'll show the fucking Xbox running and the PS4. They'll show the PS4.
It's just Geek Fest is all it is.
Yeah, I would never go to
I
one.
mean, they'll show a box with a light in it. It's called the PS4.
No, at E3 they actually have a finished product because then they have to get to shipping and fucking boxing it up and shipping it out and shipping.
All right, this I think we already talked about. Yeah, the matchmaking thing. We already talked about this.
Oh, okay.
This just goes on again about how you can do something else and still be able to come up with.
I still think that's fucking cool.
It is. It is a really.
But
cool
that could
idea.
be built into the game engine itself. They don't have to create a whole new console to fucking do shit like that.
Now, here's one thing that I did see is cool. The end is not so near. Click that.
This or this?
No. That's YouTube. We already watched that. EA is actually supporting the current gen through 2017, so there's still 4 more years of Xbox 360 games going to be made through EA. Granted, they'll probably just all be sports games.
Oh, that's
There's lightsabers.
that's
lightsabers.
awesome
That comes to my next part. But it's kind of cool, and the other part of the announcement is that they pretty much confirmed a new Star Wars Battlefront game.
Okay. Fucking keep supporting this.
I thought the same thing. So yeah, it's kind of nice to see that someone else realizes out there that this could be a flop.
Well,
So-
bring up IGN. I got that app, don't I? If not, download it. I got the IGN app on this.
Do you? You
think
didn't
so.
have much of anything on here.
I think I got the IGN. I may have cleared that out for the fucking game.
I don't know what you cleared out the map pack for the fucking game.
Yeah, that was.
But yes, I was so happy to find out that they even teased a revival of franchises such as Star Wars Battlefront, my favorite game from PS2. You have GameSpot. You do not have.
Dang it. Well, delete Fuse. Delete Fuse and download the IGN app
Hold
so we
on
can fucking
just
watch
a second.
that.
Let me make sure one more time. Come down here. Maybe you just haven't used it in a while. Nope, you don't have it. Delete what? Fuse?
Delete Fuse demo.
Oh, yeah, the game. Gotcha. I got to go to games for that. God, this is fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, I
time
wish I had the
management.
Kinect where I could just do this.
Game details.
So you could feel
Delete.
like Iron Man.
Yeah, that's basically.
Well, let me
It
tell
tries
ya,
to make you feel like that, but it's not.
when you're watching a movie and somebody starts talking to their TV and their computer and shit, it's like, wow, that's cool. Till you actually have to do it. And that's like, fuck this.
Why is my computer retarded?
Even if it worked well, I feel stupid talking
is
to
it?
a fucking no one. Like, Xbox, please turn on. It's like, why am I talking to you? It's like,
I can't stand the Bluetooth earpieces on phones. I couldn't wear one.
Oh,
Every person that wears one and I see it, I'm like, why is this fucking idiot talking to himself?
Why am I not finding
well,
this
that
all?
at least they're talking to someone. It's
Well, yeah,
a lot
but
better
half the time,
than
half the
talking
time
to
it's
some
like
jackass.
fucking 2 inches big in their ear, and it's almost always on whatever side isn't facing me.
Oh, so you're just upset that fucking
Like-
somebody's talking, you think they're talking
You're standing
to you.
there at the urinal in the bathroom, and the guy's like, "Hey, yeah, how's things going?" And you're like, "What the fuck, dude? You trying to pick up on me or what?"
Are you
I was
talking
stalking
to your
the shelf
penis?
one day at work, and freaking this dude walked up, and he's like, "I'm about sick and tired of your shit." I was like, "What?"
I'd have grabbed a box.
And he just kind of gave me a
dirty.
dirty look, and I was like, "Okay." So I put another thing on the shelf, and he's like, "I'm gonna smack the crap out of you. Keep talking like that." I was like, "Excuse me?" And he's like, "I'm talking to my old lady."
I
I was like, "Okay."
I just tend to ignore people when I'm in situations like that. It's like, he must be crazy. It's like, and the last thing I'm going to do is talk to a crazy person because that'll just invite them to continue to talk to me.
I don't know which one's worse, the little bitty ones or the ones that look like an air traffic controller. Like the guy's going to land a B-52 bomb around the parking lot.
You don't see too many of those. Everyone likes the small
Go to
ones.
Walmart, bud.
Really?
Yeah. There's at least 10 people in there at all times with those fucking things. The microphone's so big they got it folded up on top of their head.
But
Especially truck drivers.
there's still nothing worse than just being like, Xbox. Fuck this. Grab the controller and then.
I actually did that today.
I don't have any scissors. No, I don't believe in them. There's plenty down. Do you not believe me?
He likes the fold and tear approach.
I'm not lying. Those aren't scissors.
They're a special toothbrush.
Oh, you
opening.
got to cut through the bane of mankind. I understand now. I'm gonna find the guy who developed that shit and strangle the life out of him, even if he is dead and a corpse. I'll dig his corpse out and choke his fucking skeleton.
That created
That
what?
molded plastic fucking
Oh, okay.
bullshit that you try to open, then slices your fucking jugular somehow. Yeah, I hate that fucking shit. This is all filler till we get IGN.
They got to like...
Did you notice it said download again? Because I downloaded it before and
Yes,
I
I
got
did
so
see that.
fucking pissed about the IGN
Yeah, wait, well, why are we doing?
content.
You've already said that you hate IGN.
I just wanted to show your link and the video. We can do.
I didn't know there
I'll
was
just
a
delete
video.
it after the show.
I didn't know there was a video to this link. It may not be on here.
Yeah.
Way to
was a-
read, Jake. Way to read.
EA acquires. Yeah, you don't read. He
No,
sees headline like, oh, and then
I've
comes.
been so
and
used to
forgets.
trying to stay away from videos for this show that I don't even
That's
look
how
at
long
them
he's been
anymore.
married. It's like
Yeah, but
10 seconds and he's
But
done.
you
He's
know,
ready to go to
IGN
bed.
has a fucking
They do. I actually like this site. I don't know why you don't like it.
because IGN. Don't get me started. That fucking faggot. That guy with the glasses. I want to smack the fucking life out of him.
All right, it's not in the.
Tell me how you really feel.
He's the singer for that band. That fucking. Oh, you know, that old 80s band that did that shitty fucking song. Not 80s, but late 90s band, the fucking Flagpole Sitta song. Harvey Danger, is that the name of the band? That's what that guy, he looks like the singer of that band. I know it's a super obscure reference, but fuck him.
Yeah, nobody
And he's
knows
a
what you're talking
stupid
about.
asshole. All of them are stupid assholes. And that bitch that Jake likes is a fucking
Hey, she's kind of hot. for-
mole-faced, no-titty-having bitch.
That is not true. She has titties.
Naomi something.
Naomi Kyle. I just saw her name today.
Naomole.
No,
Mole.
God, this is horrible.
Resident Evil movie action montage. What? Why didn't you type in EA acquires exclusive Star Wars?
Because I figured
that's
the Star
name.
Wars key would just be.
Or you just get a bunch of Star Wars shit.
All right, well now I'll type in EA.
It's not in the current. It's not like one of the
No,
trending.
it wasn't on there. There we go.
This
It
is the
just-
section of
shit,
our show
I think
where
I just had it.
Jake navigates technology and fails.
Nope, that's not it either. Fuck.
Why would you want to repel a predator invasion? That'd be kick-ass.
Oh God. Daily Fix podcast. Nope.
Yeah, from 2010.
Yeah, 2011. All right, I don't think I'm going to be able to find this here.
No, you got to go EA
All right,
acquires
I will
exclusive
try it
Star
again.
Wars.
I got to type in the whole fucking.
I like it. The name's right there, but you're like, nah, I don't think I'll search for that.
Because usually you just have to put in the keywords, and I figured Star Wars would be enough. 'Cause I
I'm
didn't wanna
surprised
have
it's not on one of the top things. Let's show what Jake is going through here.
Oh,
You're-
All right.
Maybe it's...
Whoa, I need a cue there.
Is it Daily Fix? I didn't even start it to find out.
No, it's just IGN News.
IGN News. Why didn't you just go to IGN News then?
Because they don't have that on the fucking thing.
Well, that's the trailer right there, ain't it?
Yeah, but we can't play it over the thing because it kills his computer. IGN Live, they don't just have IGN.
Go to
shows.
featured.
Where do you see feature?
Featured in the tab. Featured
Oh.
tab.
All right, most popular. Let's see what we can find. God, this is such a pain in the ass.
Well, it's not going to be in most popular.
Daily Fix, Man of Steel,
IGN News. Maybe this is just a blurb.
Yeah, this may just not be something that's on the fucking app.
Wait.
What?
Go back. Xbox, go back. I call my Xbox Jake.
What? Did you see?
No, back. Just back. Not out of this. Back out of this.
Oh, back out of this.
Not IGN, but go to IGN Live. No.
No, you don't want IGN Live. Here, I got an idea.
Previews. It'd be in previews, wouldn't it?
Probably not.
Why wouldn't it?
Because it's not. The game's not fucking made yet. This is previews of games that are coming up.
Well,
And shows that they've already done and shit like that.
oh.
This is not what we're looking for.
Well, this blows.
Yeah, we're not.
Why don't they do this?
This
me-
is not the droid you are looking for.
All right, let me try something else.
That's not food.
Just chill for a
This
second.
episode's gonna fucking rock. I was trying to find a stupid video. You know, and this just confirms how fucking shitty IGN is. They have a story on their fucking website they don't even put on their app.
I'm not gonna
what a
lie to you.
fucking
There's
assholes.
nothing that you've done on this that makes me want to buy an Xbox.
All right, IGN News, Modern Warfare, Reaction.
Why is it always chicks? Like, here's talking about Call of Duty. Here's a chick. It's like the one group of like subsection of people that don't play Call of Duty. Well, you'll find them, but you know what I mean. There. No. Oh, that's just the same dude. Never mind.
Yeah, just the same guy over and over again. Yeah, we're not going to find this here.
All right. God damn it.
Nope, not going to happen.
All right, go over to
You're still going to make me look for this? Guys.
Shows.
Shows.
View all.
It's all it's going to do is show you the different shows. It's not going to show you the episodes of the shows.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for news.
Originals,
Best of the web, blah, blah, blah. College humor, what the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, go back.
It's not here, dude.
All right, fuck IGN.
Yep.
Fuck that link, fuck IGN. Sorry. Now I'm all confused. This is what IGN does to me. Gets me all loopy and pissed off.
Well, that's it. That's all the new Xbox stuff that I know about.
Well, I can tell you this much, though. I'm not buying it. Oh, we do have one more thing to discuss.
What was that?
The bet's still on.
The bet's still on.
Yes.
I don't see why. They've already said that it's going to be out in 2013.
They said later on.
In 2013.
Yes, they said later on this year, which doesn't mean a goddamn thing. They haven't set a date. They've said later on this year, which means they could change it. They could change it at E3 until an actual date is set. The bet is still on.
To catch you up, Bubs, we have a bet because he doesn't believe that the Xbox will be out before the end of the year. And I know it's going to. They wouldn't have done all this if it wasn't going to be out by the end of the fucking year.
Bet's still on.
Bet's still on.
What's the bet?
$20.
$20. That the release of and it's a
It
world.
should have been an Xbox One. Whoever loses the bet has to buy the other one an Xbox One.
Fuck that.
I wouldn't have made that bet.
No matter how convinced he is, he's not going to make that bet.
That probably would have got our videos a hell of a lot more views if we would have known. But no, until there's a confirmed date and a serious, solid confirmed date, worldwide release. I still don't. I mean, but then
That's
again,
fine.
you know,
We're not going to forget about this bet. It's not going to go anywhere. We have video to prove it.
I am worried. I'm sweating a little bit because I've seen the new Xbox, and now I'm like, okay, well, it's basically just the same thing, only with a few little bells and whistles added to it, and now they're repackaged it and calling it Xbox One.
Right.
So, of course, they could turn around and bring this out this year because it's the fucking same goddamn system.
I still think they have a warehouse full somewhere, ready to go.
Well, if you believe the fucking, shit we watched Tuesday, then yeah.
TV,
Yeah,
TV.
like
Xbox. Call of Duty, TV, sports.
I am glad you guys liked that video. I thought it was funny as hell.
But, I won't believe it until date is confirmed. Then you'll get your 20.
That's fine. I can wait.
See, that's the sound of a confident man right there. I've won. He's lost. You'll find out when all of a sudden at E3 is like, well, complications arose.
The warehouse has been robbed. All the Xboxes are gone.
Your fallacy of this warehouse is just crazy. That's crazy talk. But yeah, it'll most likely be fucking released this year. Because what is it, really? It's just it's nothing.
It's a big box.
You think about Xbox to Xbox 360, and that was a fucking big leap.
Right.
Just like PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3 was a big leap. PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2 was a huge leap. And
Atari to Xbox. That was
but, you look at Xbox 360 to Xbox One.
That's
it's
why.
It's the same thing with the PS4 to the PS3. It's like, it looks like PS3 games.
That's why they had to jam all this extra shit into it with connects and downloads and all this crazy stuff to make it seem like you're getting more for your money. The only problem is nobody likes the extra shit they're getting for their money.
Right. They just want the better graphics, the better games, and that's something these new consoles can't deliver.
Right.
The curve, we've caught up now. We've gotten to a point where the progression hasn't happened fast enough to meet consumer demand. So we're just going to hit this stale period of everything kind of being the same for a long time. Then everything gets boring like this episode.
Yep. Time to shut her down. All right. That was our episode of Next Gen Jerks.
Yes.
Yep.
And this is Bub. He threw in his 2 cents. He's not much of a gamer. And anymore, neither am I, really.
All right.
I just like being on TV.
He just
Even if it is on YouTube.
Yeah.
See ya.
All 10 views. All right. Thanks a lot. Good night.
Later. Microphone's still on.